The question number 4 says, what are some crimes prevention tips could you suggest? So we're gonna start with Miss Neftali, please. You get the mic, our dear sister. Open it and talk.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. I am so happy to have opportunity to talk about especially the question number 4, because when I mentioned in my answer about the question number 3, I didn't mean that people who commit crime have to be forgiven by justice or by the victim family. No, 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 nothing like that. This is the reason that I support in a part the idea of Mrs. Fabiola. Not at all, but yes, I support a little bit the idea of Mrs. Fabiola. So when people commit a crime, there is in a part of the world many other people that crying, that suffering about this loss of altruism, like death penalty, kill people eye by eye for eye. It doesn't give us the result that we really want to have. So for that reason, I suggest other prevention and tips that can help us to avoid crime. So one of them is when some people already commit some crimes, we can we can how can I say that? We can apply some really hard work for that person. We can use that person to work without earn nothing or only for their food. This is a good thing about me. This is a good thing because nobody want to work every single day without earn nothing. So like you despise your opportunity that you had to live among of human beings. So you commit a crime, so you have to pay for it. So that can be a better lesson for other people that have in their mind commit crimes. In the other tip that I suggest is we have to start to learn deeply the behavior of that person, not when they are already adult now, but we can provide when they are a simple child. Because for example, if you have a child, we really love it and we feel there is a connection between you and your child. But the same things should be happen with other child. So unfortunately, many of kids in the world doesn't have the opportunity to have the love of parents. So for that reason, many of them, unfortunately, others people abuse of them. So that those kids, the kids are the future criminal. So if we close our eyes in those situations, so we can't avoid the fact that in the future someone maybe can kill our loved child. So we have to start at the base. We have to try to take care of the pain in a base, I can say. So for that reason, to be short, I suggest to put really the punishment of people that commit crimes, not for kill them because it's another crime, and we can't use that people to for benefit of our society. And other tips is try to take care of the child in the world, even though it's not our child because they don't have the fault to born in the world without a parent that really loves them. So this is my humble point of view. Thank you, Teacher Michael, for giving me the opportunity again.
You're kind of humble as well, as you mentioned. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I really congratulate you because you go a lot as well, Mr. Naftali. And you did a really good job. We really think and really appreciate it. So now we're gonna go really quick with you, please, Mr. Ginaldo, my dear brother. You get the mic and you the other folks keep raising your hand and I'm gonna go with you after. Mr. Ginaldo, please.
Yeah, thank you once again, already teacher. So I think I'm gonna be as short as I can in that question because I have it really short. Yeah, I think some tips for to prevent. I don't really like to use the word prevent because for me, I think we can't prevent people from that kind of stuff. Like we can do whatever we want, so the world will behave some criminality, but I think we can reduce it. We can reduce it. Some tips for that. I think the first thing is parent responsibility. I think the parents have to take more responsibility for their kids in order to lead them to the right path. And the second thing is a better educational system. I think this is something that can prevent us from that. And the third thing is to create more opportunity and employment, so people can have opportunity to work, to do stuff, and I think, yeah, I just like to create infrastructure because I said parents responsibility because the education that you receive home is something that will affect everything that you will learn in life. You might be a doctor, any kind of professional you are, so the education that you have home will affect that kind of the second education that you have. That's why I think we have lots of people with some background educational, but they are look like dumb, or they like they act like people who never went to school. So I think the first thing is to educate the kid home, educate them well in order to prevent that. So this is my point of view about that subject. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations, dear brother, Mr. Ginaldo. So now it's going to be you, Mr. Oselu brother. You try to say something about that question, please.
Thank you so much, Teacher Michael. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm not gonna be long again. I'm trying to make quick. Um, what are some crimes prevention tips could you suggest? Okay, for me, that's a beautiful question. And then this is the hardest one as well. Okay, and I'm trying to answer that question. Um, one of the one of the tips I can give to prevent crime, I can say a lot of people who commit crime, most of the time, most of the time, um people who commit those crimes is sometimes those one who don't have a really good education. On that point, I wanna encourage like um um, um the kids parents to make sure they give a good education to their child. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if people really receive a good education, um they know how to do the right thing. I think they're not going to do like the wrong thing. This is why I say a good education can reduce crime. That's one of the tips I can give. Um, the other one is if you have a business, and then you really know anytime anybody can come in that business to kill somebody and to steal something. One of the tips I can give is to set up um um how can I say that? Is to set up a good system of security or camera so that people like that can stop people from coming like however they want. This is all I can say for now. Thank you so much.
Yes, congratulations, and really interesting. Really appreciate our dear brother. So now it's going to be Mr. Stanley, please. You get the microphone, brother. Let's go really quick. Would you please, Mr. Stanley? Thank you, Mr. O'Sullivan.
Yeah, thank you, Teacher Michael. Do you hear me well?
Really well, sir.
Yeah, first of all, I really want, I really want to take this advantage, to congratulate all of you guys. What opportunity, to say something about this question. It's really deep. And then when I think it over, Teacher Michael, the only thing that, just come in my mind, because, I live in Haiti, to be honest with you, is hope. The first thing that come in my mind, for this question is hope. And after that, give, the mass opportunity to make their dream come true. When I'm talking about, to make your dream come true, it's like, even though that, some of you guys talking about, educational system, good one. Yeah, it's a really important thing. Once you have it, it will help you, to have a sense of purpose in life, because you know that once you got knowledge, you really want to, put into practice what you have learned. You really want to help the society, by advancing the field you are in. But if you got, education, even though that it's not in the country there where you were, even though that it's not a good system of education, but you still have education. Once they don't give you opportunity, to realize your dream, you will become more dangerous. It's like you feel like you lose hope. It's like you see the light. You were in the tunnel, but you couldn't see the light, even though that you do, no matter what it is. It's like you were dating. You learn, you receive education, even though that it's maybe it's not a good one, but you receive it, but you still live, you live abroad just to flee what happened in your country. But once Haiti give you opportunity, to realize your dream, to have a car, to help your family, to bring food on the table, to not worry when you're on the street, about things that might happen to you. It's like the country will not be facing all those things. You know, you can see now there are a lot of things that happen in Haiti right now. It is because even though that some of us, go to school, but we don't see, hope. We don't, it's like, quite difficult, to make our dream come true. Once you go to school and then the government, the elite economics give you opportunity to make your dream come true. Even though that you receive, you live from hand to mouth, but you know that one day the sun will shine over your head, because you know that you go to school, you got um your degree, your bachelor degree. You know that if you work pretty hard, and then you combine with that thing, your burning desire to realize something, and then you will it will fly. In that case, the thing that I want to say, to prevent, those kind of things, criminal activities. Maybe I'm talking about, Haiti, poor country. First, it's to give the mass, hope. It's to give them opportunity to make their dream come true by, creating some, infrastructures. When I'm talking about infrastructures, I remember, like, Mr. Ginaldo talking about that. It's like you give up people, the mass opportunity, to get employed, to not be, between job, and after that, insurance, health, give the mass opportunity, to have credit, so that they can build their dream. And then you will see that these things will downsize the weight of criminality. I think it's all, and thank you, Teacher Michael.
Congratulations, our dear brother, Mr. Stanley. You did really good job because it's a really deep subject, talking about crimes. It's not easy, but you did a wonderful job, especially about that question number four. Mr. Jason, you're gonna be the last person in that question. Please, brother, open the mic and try to talk, please.
What I can suggest is to have a very great security, and we also need to have what we call um discipline. Discipline can do everything. If somebody put order in your life, you got good discipline, I think you can do a lot of things. This is the reason why that Haiti is facing a lot of crimes nowadays. It's because they a lot of people don't have discipline. They don't well organized. You understand? Uh, I'm sorry if I'm making this comparison between Dominican Republic and Haiti. Dominican Republic and Haiti. When I'm taking a good look, I can see that there is a very huge comparison between Dominican Republic and Haiti. Dominican Republic, you know, I can say it's almost the same as Haiti, but there is a very huge comparison, big difference. I mean, there's no a lot of crimes in Dominican Republic. It's kind of peaceful, more peaceful than Haiti. But why all those crimes going on in Haiti, but in Dominican Republic it's not the same? These people, they always say Haitians are smart. They have a capacity to learn several languages, but why can't we do the same thing? Now they already qualify us as smartest, like smarter than them. So if they already like put us in that position, that means we got a certain privilege in them. Now, if we are smart enough, if Dominican Republic is so peaceful, why our country cannot be so peaceful the same? Why we have that all those crimes going on and Dominican Republic don't? That's the question. It's because those people are people that are well organized. They have discipline. They discipline themselves. For example, the government, Abinadel. I'm sorry if I mentioned his name in the meeting. I don't know if it's allowed. Yeah, you see, he's doing a wonderful job for his country. I'm not saying that it is something good for Haitian. Haitians are being deported to from Dominican Republic to Haiti. For what? For what? I'm not gonna say that this is racism. I'm not gonna say this is something particular. I'm not gonna say that. He's trying to make a country. You know, he's trying
Mhm.
to make a country to avoid certain things going on in his country. Why can't we do the same in Haiti? Why cannot we do the same thing? It's because they are well organized. They know how to handle things different from Haitians. Understand? In order for
Mhm.
you to prevent crimes going on in your country, you need to be well disciplined and respect each other, have love from each other. If we don't have love among ourselves, like among us, this is gonna be keep happening. You know. So when I'm looking at Dominican Republic, beautiful constructions, beautiful stuff. Those people are well organized. So
Mhm.
this is one of the reasons why strangers like to invest in this country is because they see that Dominican people have love among themselves. They are well organized. Okay, they do that. If Haiti was like that, it would be the same. So
Mhm.
this is one of the best thing that we can do to avoid crime going on. That's my tip. Thank you.
Great.
I don't want to
Great.
be I don't want to be too long.
It's okay. So thank you, and thank you very much, all of you, my dear brothers. I think that we've been here. It's almost like it's about some 2 hours, and we had something really interesting. And I know not all of you guys should get opportunity like to spend 3 hours, like connecting on Zoom, but we are discussing about this beautiful topic, and we already covered the question number one, two, three, and four. So now we're gonna go to the question number five because we are about to go to finish. That question says, according to you, should the criminals receive amnesty if they really repent? Do you think it's a really good idea for the criminal to receive amnesty? What do you have to say about that question? So we're gonna go right away with Mr. Oselui, please, our dear brother. You get the microphone, Mr. Oselui. Try to say some about that beautiful question, please.
For me, I don't think it's really like, as I said earlier on the third question. Um, on the other hand, I can say yes. On one hand, I can say yes. On the other hand, I can say no. But especially the situation that Haiti facing right now, um, I don't really think it's important to 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 like give them that opportunity. Do you know what I'm saying? Because as I am Haitian, I really want that country to to be switched in another level. Do you know what I'm saying? And those people, like those criminals, they make that country like so bad. And then if we do them that favor, I don't think I don't think that's good for me. I don't think that's good because we suffer too much. Do you know what I'm saying? We suffer too much. The people like suffer too much. A lot of baby like get killed. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessary because we suffer too much. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. This question is it's kind of tricky, but imagine, okay, you say no, I don't agree with death penalty,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have prison in our country. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we say we're not going to give amnesty. So, what we gonna do? Okay, what we're gonna do? So, and you, the other folks, what do you have to say? I think it's a really nice subject. Thank you, my dear brother,
Thank
Mr.
you so
Oselu. Yeah, I really did it. So, thank you a
much.
million. So now, Mr. Jason, you get the mic, brother. Try to say something, if you agree or not, according to your
Yes, sir.
opinion.
According to me, should the criminals receive honesty if they really repent? Why? Why not? Okay, uh, if you repent, like criminals, if they repent, it is up to the people that uh, it is up to the people that they have committed the crime to. You understand? For example, me, if somebody like does something wrong to my family, one of my family, like shot, like kill one of my family, uh, I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna forgive you. I'm not gonna forgive you. Like I said, it's a soul for a soul.
Mhm.
That's what it is. You
Much.
have committed this crime,
Wow,
so you gotta pay it back.
a lot of people get
it
killed.
this is not up to me. It is up to God if he's gonna be forgiven, if he's gonna forgive him. But me, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna forgive you if you kill one of my family member. Never. You
Mhm.
know, God will forgive you, but me, no. As a human being, you understand? Because my family is precious to me. I love them. You kill one of my family, I will find a way to kill you back. Soul for soul. That's what it is.
Yeah, we understand. So
There's
thank.
no way out. There's no way out. That's what it
Uh-huh.
is. You are forgiven. Yes, God will forgive you, but me, no, I will never forgive you.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
understand? This is
yeah,
my opinion. Yeah, there
yeah.
is like
I'm sorry.
there is there are ways like a second chance, but not me. I gotta give you the second chance. If you touch
Mhm.
one of my family member, I'm not gonna give you that second chance. God will, but me, no, never.
Mhm. Yeah,
never give you a
interesting.
second chance to live. Yeah. But if it's an
Interesting.
accident, if it's an whether you know what, if whether it's an accident or not, it's written in the Bible. If this is written in the Bible, when a pregnant woman got hurt accidentally by somebody, when a pregnant woman got hurt accidentally by somebody, the Bible says that soul that got hurt by the person has to pay his soul for that pregnant woman who got hurt. That's what the
Mhm,
Bible says.
mhm, mhm,
If you do it accidentally, not in purpose, I'm not going to forgive you, let alone if you do it in purpose. How about that?
mhm, mhm.
How about that? So, therefore, in life, you have to be careful as best as you can. You have to respect everybody. You have to be careful as best as you can not to hurt nobody. Therefore, you yourself, you wouldn't like you wouldn't like to see yourself in that position killing somebody. You would never put yourself in a circumstance like that, killing somebody. This will hurt you. This will hurt other people that are around you. This would be very hurtful. This is one of the reason why, if I I mean, if I think that way, why you cannot think the same way?
Mhm.
If I know that life is precious, your life is precious to you, to other, to a lot of people. Why you can't think the same way? Do you understand? Therefore, you have to respect everybody. You have to be careful as best as you can, so that everybody like can so that this energy can come to you back. So if you're careless, you're killing other people. You're killing other people. You commit a crime. You don't care about other people's life. So I'm not gonna care about your life either.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Mr. I'm
if I
sorry.
one last thing to be over, one last thing to be over. If you did something wrong to me, you commit a crime. If I do it to you back, it doesn't mean that I'm a criminal. I'm not a criminal. This is revenge.
Mm.
That's it. That's my
Th-
opinion. They have
th-
a second chance, but not me, right?
Thank you. Thank you,
All
my
right, sir.
dear brother. Yeah, I really congratulate you, Mr. Jason. I really appreciate it. So now we're gonna go with a different brother. Mr. Stanley, please, you get the microphone and try to open it and try to say something, please.
Yeah, thank you, my dear teacher Michael. Thank you a lot, for this question because I really appreciate and I, congratulate as well the gentleman that just said, their thought about this question. I really appreciate the way he's seeing things because me, I got, almost, the same, insight about this question. Because, when you are in a country where you can do nothing, to prevent, criminalities, you can do nothing, to go against the criminals, you should have an alternative. I'm not talking about, to give them amnesty and after that, if they don't really repent, and after that, they will try to kill people because, we are in Haiti, and then the way things going on, it's like, every day matter getting worse. It's like they kill thousands of people in the streets. And then if the government can do nothing, against them, to take their arm, what should we do? What should we doing in that case? What should be done in that case? First, it's like, to try to find, an agreement. It's like, win-win situation. It's like I know that there are a lot of families that been, suffered about them. What should we do, to compensate that situation? First, we can accept, to give them amnesty only as long as they accept, to give their arm. And then we can say like, I will give you that thing for a compromission. It's like you will give your arm, and after that, I will put you in jail. Maybe you will, you will be behind bars, maybe for 7 years. Maybe for 7 years or more than that. But if you know that there are some criminals in some society, and then you can take, their harms, you should find an alternative so that you can, prevent things, or you can like, or I can say that downsize, the way of killing people, because you know that every day we wake up and then you see another Asian people kill another Asian people. It's like why they do that. First, it is because it's maybe I might be wrong. It is because their voice are not being heard by the government. You know, it's like they are the mass, the marginalized people. They are bended. They are in the poor conditions. Once you try first to resolve their condition, the mass. I'm talking about the mass, the mass that been suffered a lot. You try to resolve their situation, and after that, try to approach the criminals and to propose them something. If you cannot do anything, to resolve the situation.
I really thank you, Mr. Sunley. You did really good job. It's you have like some connection problem, but I really appreciate it and I really thank you, Amelia. So because of the time, guys, if you can try to be short, a little shorter, just to give the other folks opportunity to say some before we go, I think it would be really sweet. So now we're gonna go with Miss Neftali. Please try to be really short if it's possible, and yeah, and after that we're gonna go with a different person, please, Miss
Thank
Neftali.
you, Teacher Michael, for giving me another opportunity, and I promise to be short. So about the question number 5, I don't have many things to do, but as I mentioned in my previous comment, I'm not agree about death penalty, but that doesn't mean that I'm okay to forgive criminal. No, a criminal will stay a criminal, no matter the weapon, no matter how weapon is that person. So my advice is not something that I'm okay. My advice for Asian comrade, my Asian comrade. So when we are talking about some subject, we can make effort to don't see only 80, because in the other part of the world, things is not the same in Haiti. And unfortunately, in Haiti, it happens something, many bad things. But when we get in a situation to talk with someone of other nation, we have to stop selling the worst space of our country to others, because they don't really understand what's really happening. And if we still talking about bad things in Haiti, when we have in a situation to when we are in a situation to talk about Haiti, that gonna come in our mind to talk about Haiti is bad things. In other things that I want to mention is, unfortunately, in Haiti, we don't really know always what is love. For example, it's kind of sad, but in my life, I never give a hug to my mom. And now I don't have the opportunity. But if I have the opportunity now, I think that I'm not gonna let it go. So why I mentioned that in Haiti we don't really know how is love, and when it's not our children, we don't really know how to treat those kids. For example, I remember a word that we use. I don't know if they still using it. Sticentanese. Okay, I know that kid is a kind of unfortunate to don't doesn't have a parents, but is really is no empathic to treat kids to treat innocent human being like that, because in the future when they become a criminal and may commit some crime, kill our children, they don't really know how much are you suffering, because they don't know what is love. Love, we know, what is it, but they unfortunately don't know. So if we want to to resolve the situation of criminal by killing criminals, that doesn't signify nothing for that person, because unfortunately many of them doesn't know what is love. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Thank you, and I really appreciate your comment because it was so deep. And I already think, and I already congratulate you. So, and I think, Miss Elda, you're gonna be the last person in that question. If it possible, try to open it, try to say some, and you, the other guys, try to be ready for the question number six. Miss Elda, you were the last person. If you're here,
I
try
thank
to
you
say
so much,
some.
Sujay Michael. Thank you so much for choosing me again, And I don't know much about the question, but it's really beautiful question. And also I can explain much because it is a delicate subject. But for me, I can say it is yes. I understand, according to me, if a person really committed a crime, after some time has passed, he or she shows a remorse for his or her actions, he or her can receive amnesty. On the other hand, I can think also in the case of the victim, if the criminal who committed the crime was given amnesty, the victim or the victim's family may feel that their suffering has been minimized. That's why justice must also consider the right and need of the victim in an evaluation. We must, in order to advise in any difficulties. For why about criminals we serve amnesty. One thing, even though each country, because each country has different law. One thing, the amnesty law is not mandatory for some criminals or those who destroy people's lives. And then, in reality, I can understand that if repents and he demonstrates we was for what he did, okay, meaning he pays for that he did, he can get amnesty, which is like he has been forgiven.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, our beautiful Miss Elda. We really appreciate it, and we really thank all of you who had opportunity to comment in the question number one, two, three, four, five, and now we're gonna go to the question number six. The question number six, it's it's sweet as well. What would you do if a close friend or maybe a best friend committed a serious crime? Or what would you do? Mr. Jason, please.
I'm gonna be
Uh-huh.
short. This is a very good question,
Uh-huh.
and this is something that I've faced already. Committed a crime is not only when you kill somebody. Understand? It's not only when you like kill somebody. You have committed a crime. There are many different ways you can commit a crime to somebody. You can hurt someone. You understand? Uh, what would I do? I would I would forgive you as my friend, okay? But we would never be friends anymore. I will forgive you for sure because you're a friend. A friend is like a family, you know. But you it's like it's the same thing. You're not gonna be my friend anymore, even if it's one of my family member. This person will never be my family. I will never consider this person as my family. But I will not kill that person. I will not like harm this person.
Uh-huh.
If it's somebody that I don't know, you're not my friend, you're not my family. Yeah, you commit a crime. I will kill you for sure.
Uh-huh.
I will
Yes.
destroy you.
Thank you.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
Yes, thank you, and thank you a million, our dear brother, Mr. Jason, for that wonderful comment. You would have thing to say. Okay, so it was a really nice pleasure to have all of you folks discussing about the question number one, two, three, four, five, and six. This is the last question. If you have something to say, you can just raise hand and say it, because the question number seven says, "Do you agree that there are some situations where it's okay to commit a crime?" Miss Neftali, you get the microphone. Try to open it and try to say something, please.
If my friend commits a crime, even though I forgive you, but forgiveness is not enough because there are somewhere some people suffering about because of your bad action. So you have to pay for it. If you have to go to the prison, I don't care if I have to say that things to the justice. So I'm gonna do it because I love you and I really want to see you making good things. So yeah, about the question number seven, I promise to be short. Yeah, in the world today, there is many crime, a lot of crime, a big amount of crime. So for that reason, many people is trying to get some tips to protect ourselves and themselves, and also people that they love. But unfortunately, sometimes bad things happen with people that we love. And it's hurt. We know that. It's really hurt. Be, we have to been, have been in a situation like that to understand how much it hurts. But every single day that we have, that we wake up, is a new opportunity to break up the cycle of hatred. Love someone that we really love, it's really hurt, and no one that didn't have been in a situation like that maybe can understand. But every single day that we have new opportunity to avoid to become a criminal like that person that commit the crime to kill our lovely person. And also we can do things different like in the past, because in the past many decision that we took didn't give the result that we really want. Why I say that? Because today we still have a lot. I can say we have more crime than before.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Miss Neftali, our dear one. So now it's going to be you, Mr. Geraldo. Mr. Geraldo, you get the microphone. It's going to be maybe your first comment and try to open it. Try to talk, please, Mr. Geraldo.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Gerald, and this is for the first time I joined this building. I want to answer the previous question, question six. I'm not I'm not talking. I'm not gonna talk a lot, but I just want to say something. Uh, I think there is someone who said that she will forget. It was a woman. She will forgive the person that committed the crime, as her friend. I think the question does the question does referring that the crime was committed to you. So if you do forgive him, you will be friend. You will stay friend with him. I think. I don't know if you catch my drift, coach. Because yes,
Yes, I got you. Uh huh.
yeah, because the crime doesn't wasn't committed to you. And also we should consider that, like, we can be thinking about if the crime was to make sure or to defend or for the welfare of your family, it was done on purpose, it is a good act, I think. So it's really difficult to answer this question, because there's plenty of situation that can be on. And for this question, what would you do if a close friend? Yeah, this is the question. So I want to answer the question seven now. Do you agree that there are some situations where is it okay to commit a crime? Yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Um, if somebody kill your mother, what would you do? If somebody kill your mother, somebody kills your mother, what would you do? Yes, you have to take revenge. Of course, I think there's plenty of situation to commit crime. I think this is something that I don't want to do. Okay, I hope I will never do that in my whole life, in my lifetime. Right? I don't like it. This is what I was thinking about, and the question about is it okay to forgive the gang in Haiti, to give them amnesty? I wanted to say for this question,
Mhm.
that
Great.
it's really weird. It's
Mm-hmm.
really weird because the gang, the gang, you don't know what is going on in their mind. Sometimes, so when you see them talking, so like they're giving an interview, they say they're saying a little thing that you can say yes, oh bro, they are okay, or they are trying to find a solution for the country, or sometimes not, because meanwhile when they enter, I mean they hit to a neighborhood, they come, they kill, they steal, they steal at the same time, and those same people are saying that they are trying to find a solution for the country. So you can't trust them. You can have belief in them, even the politician, the government. So we are cooks in this country. This is really difficult for us. We don't know what to do. I don't I don't know what to, because if you give them, someone said that you can we the only way to forgive them, to give them amnesty, uh, um is to hand over the I mean their own, like they are not that dumb. They are not that dumb. They won't do that. They won't do that. But coach, I'm sorry because I know that I'm not talking in order because I answer three questions. It's and in a bad way. But I think this is my first time, and you will understand me. And I hope I will participate um, in the next lives. Thank you.
Just thank you a million, our dear brother, Mr. Geraldo. So, okay, so now we are about to go, people. We are about to go because it was about like 3 hours. We spent some 2 hours together. Today is Sunday. Do you understand? And I know most of you guys tomorrow you're gonna go to work. I can just imagine that that's the reason we have to go. We have to go. We had a really wonderful club tonight. It was about like crimes. We are not expert in this area, but we had a opportunity like to share ideas, to share thoughts, and also to practice English to entertain ourselves. It was so interesting. So now we have to wrap things up. So you, Mr. Oselui, you're gonna be the last person and try to say something about that question. Just open the mic and try to say the last word, please, brother.
Thank you so much, Teacher Michael. Okay, to be quick, do I agree that there are some situation where it's okay to commit a crime? Yes, I do agree with that. To show my agreement, I'm going to take that as an example. If me and my family, we home chilling, right?
Mm,
Me and my wife, my children, and then suddenly somebody comes to my house, and then he say to us, he's gonna kill us, right?
mm,
And me, as a man of the house, like I see, I look around, I see like I can stop that from happening. But to stop that from happening, I gotta do something, right? I gotta do something. Okay, he said he gotta kill us. But me as a man, I see like I can shoot him, even though I'm not going to kill him, but I might shoot them and feet or break one of his hands. You know what I'm saying? Just to stop it from kill us. But when I do that, it is not like I am being a criminal. Yes, I do commit a crime, but not just I am being a criminal. Just I try to defend myself and my family. Do you know what I'm saying? This is why I say sometimes it's okay to commit a crime just to like save more life. If you're gonna kill if you're gonna kill us, me, my wife, my kids, it's even better to kill them. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's even better to kill him. But me, I would I would not try to kill him. I would try to just to stop it from kill us. Show them
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. Um, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is my point of view.
Great. Great. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much, all of you, especially you, our
And
dear
then
pastor. I'm
um,
sorry.
before I'm going, I'm really wanna like encourage you, teacher Michael, because I feel like you're doing a great job. Um, I think just tell you things like you're doing a great job. I think this kind of words are not enough just to show you like we appreciate the work, the job that you're doing. I think you deserve more than that. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody is listen to me right now. I think teacher Michael deserve more than that.